One book.
Feel free to look around. There's no obligation to buy.
We're looking for the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide. Do you have it in stock?
Sorry, dear. We stopped stocking that a very long time ago. It just wasn't selling.
Huh? But the Mondstadt volume was so interesting. Bummer.
The thing is, the author made it too personal, and the result wasn't really much of a guide. It barely sold any copies, and the few travelers that did buy it made complaints afterward.
Well, that's a shame. The Mondstadt volume was a good read, even just as an adventurer's diary.
The fact remains that I don't have it in stock. If you must read it, try your luck at Chang the Ninth's place.
Who's Chang the Ninth?
A book collector who lives in Qingse village. He's a complete grouch, but he will behave himself if the conversation is about books. He was a regular customer here back when he lived in Liyue Harbor, and I still send him the odd out-of-print book or two.
Did somebody say out-of-print books? Is there a chance that Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd is also in his collection? Apologies, my liege. Where are my manners? Since you and I are both in search of lost books, what say we travel together to— My pleasure, fellow book lover.
Should we ask here if they have a copy of the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide? It's super duper interesting.
Locomotion on land.
So,
The heavens are smiting me. Uh-huh. And what do you want?
We've heard you've got tons of old books lying around, and we want to borrow...
Huh. Don't get me started on the topic of my... After the chasm was sealed off, the family to pay off my debts, I had no choice but to pawn up. Wrong. That was my life's work. It's useless ranting and raving at you like... Unless you have other business here, I'm done talking to you.
Please tell me that you didn't pawn Volume 6 of Legend—
Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
What? But we don't?
That work was an epic-defining masterpiece. But over time, it was the work that came to define the... Barely any copies of the first edition were ever...
The later edition inexplicably went out of print. Almost—
Yes, that's right. How did I forget? The original...
You mean you still have it?
Yes. It is my...
Hey, Chang! You've got some nerve keeping me and my boss waiting like this. I'm sure you don't need me to remind you that if you...
Oh, you would... But you know I can't afford to give a 70% discount on the price. I'd never be able...
That's your business. The question is, do you want your...
Whoa there, friend. Come on. This gentleman is either willing to make a deal—
Just who do you think you are?
My liege, I am but one who comes to the aid of this—
Guhua clan? Did you hear this, clown? Oh, there was me thinking the last grand...
Justice is blind to our backgrounds, my friend. That just makes me—
Get a load of this guy. Just you and you, Chang. Yourself.
Oh, how the...
So, just to come back to what we were talking—
Oh, what does it matter now? I can't expect any...
3 long years I have waited for this day. Words cannot express—
All right, give it a rest. Just bring it back when you're finished.
Hey, where are you going? So, you like reading, huh? Mr. 5-second...
Oh, amazing! I never saw—
Hello?
No wonder this book is so highly sought out.
How can they bully poor old Chang the Ninth like this?
Don't forget me.
Oh, so now you can hear what we're saying.
The reason I borrowed this book is that it would be a real pity if Chang the Ninth and I meant every word I said to Chang the Ninth. I will return. I will be custodian of this book, and I will also help find a way. Of course I do. An initial plan, Annie. Give me a second to reflect.
You're still here? What is this, a game to you? You think... I gotta hand it to the Goofball Clan. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Goofball Clan?
There's a saying that goes,
Quit quoting
Please leave this place. I will not tolerate an attempt to coerce an...
It's cute that you want to stick your neck, but you picked the wrong time, you little punk. I brought the Fatui to back me up.
I may be young, my liege, but the path I have chosen makes...
Oh, great speech.
Are you?
No, my sword!
Let me amuse myself a little.
Time to act.
You're open!
Let it rain.
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this.
The more, the merrier.
Cool it.
Shine.
Rain, help me.
I thought that was just a regular pendant you were wearing. You won this round, but you better watch your back. This is...
Would it be too much to hope they've learned their lesson? Yes, though I try to avoid using it, though I long to restore Guhua to its former glory.
They've gone for now, but they'll be back looking to cause more trouble before.
I'll see to it that no harm comes to those who show me kindness. It's not like the Fatui to pick sides in a business dispute. There must be a deeper level of collusion at work. He mentioned Gentry Mautai. I know this name.
That idea works, but what are you gonna do?
Me? I have other things to look into. Let me see.
You really have stuff to do?
Wow, so that's how that turned out.
Ugh, this guy is so annoying. Fine, but from now on...
You go first. No need to wait for me. One more page and I'll go and stretch my legs.
Please be mindful of your personal... what if Master finds out? Who goes there? Really? He didn't mention anything about a meeting. The Master's dealing with some urgent business today.
Urgent business?
The Master's been working on a major business deal recently.
So, where is he now?
I'm sorry. The Master is stressed that we must not disclose that... no, I mean, yes. Yes, you are. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Master's currently... I beg for your mercy, please. My master will show...
Well, my master has much more important... Luckily for you, your bad attitude will be the...
Thank you. May your business forever be blessed by the Lord.
Nice work! Paimon never knew you were such a tough negotiator. Is that so? Now Paimon knows not to... Anyway, seems like the VIP client in question... In that case, let's... Seems business is booming at the Shinua kiosk. No one should notice if we blend in there. But either way, if we want to know what kind of shady business they're up to, we better be careful.
A reward on the road.
I understand. I do. Please, do not.
The subordinate I sent was not quite so optimistic.
We just ran into a minor but it's nothing for you to worry about.
That would be most ideal. We are willing to lend a certain degree of support. You may suddenly find our...
I understand. I am indebted to you.
We shall see when the time comes.
Darn that old man.
So, Mr. Gentry Moutsai is Who knows if Guwa Geek has made any progress?
Bang! And with that...
You said you had other things to look at, when actually all you meant was you wanted somewhere...
I see. I guessed as much.
Did you really guess, or are you just...
The course of action we must take is now clear. To start with, my liege, for reasons that I cannot explain, there is no need for you to read the contents of the letter.
Ugh, this writing is super hard to read.
Hence why I said there's no need for you to... The Feiyun Commerce Guild will have...
But why would you want to get them involved? They're one of the bigwig commerce guilds in Liyue. Since we got to Liyue, Paimon keeps hearing people mention it. Having such big backing would be great and all, but are you sure...
No need to worry about that. From what I know, they share my... Once they have read the carefully reasoned and passionately argued case I put forth, Gentry Moutsai must be taught a lesson he... Also, I do not wish for anyone else...
Why not? You're only doing this to try and help change...
To silently disappear at the matter's conclusion. Concealing each droplet of kindness I receive, I am duty-bound to repay with the...
That sounds very lovely. But be honest.
Thank you in advance for delivering this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
Hey! Stop ignoring...
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
Excuse us, we come bearing news of a matter
A letter? Oh, I see. Oh, don't mind me. I was just speculating.
Can we actually read this thing?
Yes, the script is inimitable by the honored guests. You must both be wary from your long journey. Please allow the Feiyun Commerce Guild to be your host for Please rest assured that the matter written about has been duly Please take a seat here in Lioli Pavilion, where you may enjoy some light refreshments.
Yay! Tasty snacks! They're giving us the
Of course. We treat visitors with the utmost respect here at the Feiyun. Please, this way.
And Paimon thought we'd get kicked out. Or Paimon didn't think Guhua Geek had...
Thank you for your patience. With the amount of wealth and power Gentry Moutsai has, for him to correct the error of his ways, he must feel for himself the same suffering he has inflicted on... Since Gentry Moutsai's business has to do with core lapis, we simply need to buy up all the stock there is in deprived of the necessary raw materials. Even the best craftsperson in...
Great idea! That'll be sure to mess things up between... But Liyue is huge. Is it really possible to buy...
With the timescale we are on, it is indeed a challenge. Hence, first, There are a number of vendors in the city you will need to buy. There is also some unsold core lapis at the chasm. Finally, there is Chang the Ninth's batch.
Alrighty, so 3 sellers in the city, and
Of course, we are not expecting you to come.
wow, so many more!
Well, this is not the first. All you need to do is strike a deal. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will once you have purchased all the core lapis, please proceed to the Feiyun.
Gotta hand it to Guhua Geek. This is some seriously solid work for a guy who lives in a fantasy world. Let's do this in the order...
Good day, my friend. My apology. Oh, I thought you were here to purchase Snezhnaya. No, that I still have. Although I ship it all to factories in Snezhnaya. Too much hassle, not enough return. So, what? No. All right, I'll do it. Just need you to... Clearly no shortage of cash.
Oi! Shh! Keep your... All of it? Though my business may not... All of it would be far more than you actually want. Feiyun Commerce Guild? If it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, then...
Hi, anything I can... You want all my core That's sad. None are in writing. The buyers are being Oh, it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild? Oh, nothing. Just talking to myself. Don't worry about my prior client. He hadn't made any down payment. Thank you for your patronage. We hope the Feiyun Commerce Guild will continue.
Hello there. Are you in charge of the core lapis?
Aha, finally. I thought you might come. As it happens, I do have a batch of core lapis that hasn't been shipped yet. It's all yours. If you... The original buyer's price was all...
Are you serious? We spent less than 2 million...
I'm afraid it has to go to the highest bidder. I'm breaching an existing agreement. Look, you have your problems to deal with and I have mine. You could take it or...
All right. We'll pay. When we get back, we'll just have to tell the guild that we'll sell to...
Wait, surely there's no need for that. Please, don't do this. It's not even your...
It might be the guild's money, but we'll have a tough time explaining to our boss. If he asks, all we can do is mention your name.
I understand. There's just one other thing, though. There's been an issue with the delivery. I don't know where exactly, but if I can't... So maybe you could go and look for the carts? Oh, thank you very much.
That's that, then. Well, no time... Make a note of the location. Let Paimon... Yeah! Another one? Here we go! Quick! That's it, all right. That guy said there were 5 carts in total, so that should be all of them. Let's get back. This has all been quite exhausting for poor
Is this an answer from this world?
Here, we've made a note of the cart's locations.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you both.
Done and dusted. We make a great team, don't we? Now for the final stop on our course.
I swear I'll reclaim my lost fortune. Just who I was hoping to see. You wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, don't worry. You won't be hearing from them again.
Oh? What happened? Huh? Oh, I see now. You're in this trick, but I don't care who you are. A discount of 70...
No need. We'll take it at the market rate.
You mean you're not trying to force the price down? I can't believe it. I will, but gentry mount-sized thugs could still...
If Paimon told you they're not gonna bother you again, then you'd better...
Huh. Okay, then. My situation can hardly get... But tell me, what on earth do you...
Actually, it's for a commission. Can't go into too much detail.
Thank you. Thank you a million times over.
Good people always get what's coming to them in the end. Anyway, let's get going, because it...
Welcome. The final act in this
You better believe it! We're the ones who've been doing all the...
well, naturally. I use the divine halberd and the way the story develops across the first 5 volumes. Nothing. How blessed we are to have such an author.
And this is related to Gentry Mount.
It's not. But when something surpasses expectation, and it is thanks to your help that
Why does Paimon have to be the only one who does it? So go on then. Tell me, what
Think about it. Gentry Moutsai goes searching for... He panics. Without the goods, he can't fulfill his... He hears a rumor that the Feiyun Commerce Guild is a cult. Gentry Moutsai is a hugely powerful figure in the... So regardless of whether it is revenge or a swift resolution that...
So it was you! You...
Speak of the devil.
I went everywhere trying to find someone selling... Core lapis is hardly a rare mineral, and yet...
We are not persecuting you, but protecting another. Was it not one of your own men who said...
You clearly don't know what's good for you. Master, if you please.
No, my sword! Body and mind.
That was Bubble Paw. The hunter. Comes the hunting.
You're open. Rain outlines your fate.
Pay your dues.
Rain cutter.
You can't run from death. Impressive. You are no commoners.
Their strength is almost spent. Finish them off!
Might I remind you that the Fatui's relationship with you...
What are you saying?
Then figure it out by yourself.
Don't go. Wait. Master...
My lord, what are you doing here? Are you...
Thanks to this valiant young man?
My lord?
You are the heir of the...
Indeed, my liege. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan.
Drats!
Gentry Moutsai. Coercion and intimidation. I shudder to think what the Fatui will do with you if you fail to...
You meddling swine! Well...
Since you asked Chang the Ninth for a discount of 3 times the market rate sounds fair, no?
How dare you subject me to such...
Deep breaths now. This is a simple decision. On behalf of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, I thank you.
You? Funny speaking, book reading? So that massive stash of Mora you let us burn through in a...
'Twas but a paltry sum. I got to make a very sound investment while putting You're too kind. You have valor in your...
Yikes! Paimon's been calling you Paimon read in one of these martial artist novels that when rich heirs... Paimon's toast! And sorry, very...
Calm down. Since you can fly, you
Save me! Save me! This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill!
Jokes aside, I have the 2 of you to thank for this. Meanwhile, Legend of the Shattered Halberd was positively riveting. I did nothing, and hence deserve none of his gratitude. The 2 of you, meanwhile, to have made such valiant and chivalrous friends is more than enough for...
My lord, forgive the intrusion.
Please inform my father thusly. I have averted a disaster. Might this meritorious act compensate for my prior transgressions and earn me a few more days of freedom?
For all your clever long words, the fact is you...
What if I told you that a reward...
A reward?
It seems whatever I say, there's no persuading you to stay. Oh, I didn't realize you weren't aware.
Thank you in advance for returning the book for me. I will...
Finally, you're back. This morning, the pawnbroker showed up. I'm positive that you must have been behind this once again. Please don't say that. You have no idea how much the Chang family was a prestigious household in Liyue back. Since then, I've saved for years, hoping to restore the house to... Were it not for you, this barren wasteland in the mountain...
Wow, that's the second heir we've met in this town.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing? Oh,
Wonderful. Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
do people really look down on the Guhua?
Actually, the art is centuries old. And to instigate a revival, you need to inject some fresh blood, but it's hard. In any case, Guhua kids these days. What does it matter? Anyway, you wanted the Liyue volume. It's yours to keep. In addition, here is but a small... My ore is sold, and my treasured books have returned. What?
What was that? Paimon saw something.
Oh, nothing. That little rascal surely isn't...